Hello everyone, welcome to the analytics section sync on the 9th of October, because it's a small one today because of the American holiday. I have the first topic. Unfortunately, I think most people working on the analytics configurator aren't here. There's one more person actually joining. So Halil and Ankit have contributed to it. So just to give context, so sorry. The analytics configurator is the Go microservice, I think you could call it, that configures ClickHouse for us based on whatever people configure as projects within GitLab for product analytics. And right now, there's no real maintainership setup. There's a few people that unofficially have worked with the configurator, have developed it. That includes Nico, Ankit, and now starting to conclude also Halil and Max. But that's not really written down anywhere that those are the maintainers. I think most of us actually have maintainership rights on the repository itself because it's in the group setup. And I was wondering if it would make sense to start considering creating like official maintainership for this repository, because at least there's like 2 different groups working on it. And there is also a chance that in the future external contributors are going to appear, and even within the groups it might make it easier to figure out who's free for a review or who's free to merge, rather than, I don't know, having to rely on the knowledge that is not documented.
I will voice my comment. If we're getting an influx of contributions, especially from different teams or people who aren't as skilled, I guess, or as active in Go, or at least this code base specifically, then it would be super helpful to know who to give it to make sure that what you're doing makes sense and is a valid use case for the product. This could be through maintainers or just code owners, making sure people with the expertise and domain knowledge are double checking, even if you get someone who's aware of what you're doing to review it first. Within product analytics, I might do some work and then apply it, and then sort of use the analytics stack to validate it and get someone with knowledge of analytics stack to confirm that the integration makes sense, and then also get someone with domain expertise knowledge within the configurator as well to review it. So yeah, completely agree with this. Doing this, we need to do something similar for the analytics stack and dev kit and everywhere else too, to be fair.
Yeah, I agree. I think on the point that we also should do kind of as a next step, probably investigate doing this for the stack and for the dev kit. The configurator came to my mind first because it's more traditional service, but I completely agree on the other services.
And so maybe I'll voice my comment too. I agree, and I wanted to add that it would also be good to mention how many reviews are required for a merge, because with these smaller repos, sometimes we do it with 1 review, sometimes with 2. It would be good to know like when the MR is ready for the merge.
Do you also want to voice your comment, Ankit?
So I like the benefit of that would be like the evenly distributed reviews, like sometimes other people have more reviews to do in analytics side and other doesn't have, so that would also help to distribute it evenly. Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna create an issue to set all of this up, so that we can add it to the review roulette and then start also collecting who would actually be up for being a maintainer, or kind of clarify also, for example, the question that Miha asked about how many reviews do we think are necessary. I think those are things that we can then clarify async. Thanks a lot for everyone's input.
So I have the last agenda item, unless anyone else has anything they'd like to bring to the table. It's just another call out for everyone to contribute to the custom events MVC, whether you're instrumentation or under product analytics, or whether you're front end, back end, infra, UI, whatever, doesn't matter. Everyone's thoughts are more than welcome. I want to try and get as much of a range of opinions from different disciplines as possible, because this is quite a big chunk of what customers are gonna, I guess, use. They may not use the more advanced features that you can get out of custom events, but at the very least, they'll want to be able to say, track this button, track this, make sure this is firing at this right way. So all ideas are greatly appreciated. I'm going to try to start narrowing down to actionable items from next week. So if you can try and allocate some time this week to get your thoughts down, even if it's just I'm happy with whatever's already been discussed, that the more the merrier. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, and of course, if you have any comments or questions that if you don't want to ask them in the issue, feel free to ping me. I'm more than happy to have one-to-ones or coffee chats or whatever, or just conversations in Slack about anything you'd want to discuss too.
Right, I guess then that's a fast one today. Thanks everyone for attending. Have a nice rest of your day.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.